What is the most unforgettable Reddit post that everyone needs to read? The weirdest thing you've done while if you're having a crap day, go here and just start scrolling.
The lazy military officer who turned the ship so he could eat a bagel without the sun in his eyes. Can somebody provide a link to this beauty?
The insurance adjuster who gives really good tips about filing for claims. It's usually linked in every house flood, fire post we see. I don't have the link but someone does, I'm sure. Edit. This is the comment, and UTM medium equals IOSAP and UTM name equals IOSSMF and context equals 3.
Someone made a post about how they purposely like to block speeding cars and drive slow to make them mad, and a tree arborist gave probably one of the best responses I've ever read and has stuck with me. And unsource equals share and context equals 3.
Carbon monoxide and unsource equals share.
This one is extremely disturbing, but it was a post from a man looking for advice on leaving his wife. Not too long after, he posted an update that his wife murdered their children.
Help, Reddit turned Spanish and I cannot undo it. The community got together and decided to troll up. It was awesome.
There was this story about a girl that was kidnapped as a child. And she was saved by some random guy in a stairwell who absolutely kicked the kidnapper's ass. She was saved just because one dude had the social awareness to notice that something was wrong. I need to read it again but can't seem to find it, sadly. Edit. Thanks to you, Yahahawumi, the story was found in UTM source equals share.
I think the guy documenting his spiraling into a full-blown heroin addiction was one of the most disturbing and impressive things I read here. I forgot the name of the account, unfortunately. I found it. He did a bunch of them as. The last is 4 years ago. Hope he's doing well. You, Spontaneous H.
Today you, tomorrow me. The story of a guy being helped on the side of the road by a lovely Mexican family who would take nothing return.
And UTM medium equals IOSAP and UTM name equals IOSSMF. Every now and then something will remind me of this and I'll read it again. Truly crazy story.
I forget what it's called, but there is a thread where a guy makes an account just to roast the people on our grilled cheese and how most of the things that they post are in fact melts. He then tells his life story about how he's been eating grilled cheeses 40+ years and that the thread was in fact a disgrace.
If comment counts, definitely. This story from an ex-Disney and UTM medium equals web2x and context equals 3. I cry every time.
I mean, everything at the r/museum of Reddit will surely be of your interest, but if I have to think about one, the first that comes to mind is the story of the poop knife over at r/Tifu.
Reading this thread makes me realize there hasn't been a new legendary Reddit post in quite a while.
AKA the story about Kevin.
There was a self-post by a guy who'd been posting to Reddit for years, but had never received a single response or an upvote. He concluded that he was just really bad at Reddit. It turned out that some setting on his account was preventing anyone from seeing his posts and comments. This hit the front page and thousands of Redditors went back through his history and responded to everything as well as upvoting him to the sky. The comments were unbelievable and entirely positive. If anyone has the link, please let me know.
The guy that said aliens were going to come. Abductees of Reddit were people who their arrival date was supposed to be yesterday.
Period appropriate corporate costume. It was on r/I'm going to hell for this before that sub went to complete hell, but the TLDR black guy gets invitation to company costume party at a plantation and is told to dress period appropriate. So he shows up dressed as a slave.
You guys remember that pro revenge story, I think? About a guy hired to do a very specific and skilled restoration on a historic building, and this new contractor comes in and demands they stop working to get him a coffee? It was a great read, and that contractor got royally beeped by his own hubris. Anyone have a link?
1. Where a user lived a happy life with a wife and children only for it to all be a coma dream.
This one's always stuck with me, the stranger under the bed. Creeps the beep out of me thinking about it. And unsource equals share.
What to do if you win the lottery? It is a legendary comment. Multiple parts to it. BC it so long and UTM medium equals IOSAP and UTM name equals IOSSMF and context equals 3.
Guy accidentally submits a relationship post but in fantasy football. It becomes the subs, all-time top and UTM medium equals IOSAP and UTM name equals IOSSMF.
choosing beggars about the lady who wanted a free van or something. She kept replying to everyone next. Found it and it's on the sidebar. And UTM source equals share.
Who was the one guy who would go into random subs, and give a really sincere, in-depth response, but it always ended with his dad beating him within an inch of his life. He always tricked yaw and it ended with something along those lines. Was great material edit. Roger Simon 10 go read his posts, they are just strange and wonderfully funny somehow, ha ha ha, so good.
It's more about the comment, but the I too chose this guy's dead wife.
Guy throws steak at window husband's story, and medium equals IOSAP and name equals IOSV. Wife's story, and medium equals IOSAP and name equals IOSV.
Guy explains levels of extreme wealth by correcting it to a 40k a year average. Personal assistant would be 80 cents and a new Ferrari would be like $231. Made me feel physically ill because I'm poor as hell.
You know you have been around Reddit too long when every single link is something you have read already.
The most downvoted comment on Reddit, from r Star Wars Battlefront. At the release of Star Wars Battlefront 2 2017, most things were unlocked by paying for loot boxes. The game has become a lot better since then, and is actually really good now, but it never fully recovered from its rocky start, and UTM medium equals IOSAP and UTM name equals IOSSMF and context equals 3.
Drunk dude does his own AMA. He started on but nobody came, so he started asking himself questions then answering them. All the deleted users are him. Seriously, one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
The swamps of Dagobah. It's an experience to say the least.
The tifu of the guy who pretended to not know what potatoes were. By enraging the parents of my girlfriend by /
There is a post about a woman whose daughter was allergic to coconut. The grandmother was watching her and put coconut oil in her hair. The daughter was found dead and swollen from the allergic reaction. It's beep heartbreaking story.
The one on r/tifu where some guy found and watched BR porn of his wife's sister and got caught. He then posted about it and was giving consistent updates, and it was looking good, like his wife was about to forgive him. Until she found the post, got on his Reddit account and edited the post to make it say it's her, and left a long rant about how much of an idiot he is for posting it on Reddit. I can't find it, but if anyone can please reply with the link.
There was that one about the kid asking how to dispose of several gallons of chloroform. Someone gave him advice. Post was deleted right after though, I think.
The guy that talked a girl out of an abortion but then complains that he has to raise the kid alone after she told him that she plans on giving him full custody. I always wonder what happened to the kid. I got a girl pregnant and she wanted to get.
The who got his wife into deep beep with his mother-in-law after he came on her face a lot. Mill ended up thinking the daughter was high because her eyes were red from cum and telling the daughter that she couldn't come back to their house until she went to rehab because she thought the daughter was high. Sweet Lordy Jesus.
I'm very sorry for these links. You will suffer a loss of innocence that can never be recovered. Jolly Rancher. Broken arms mother-son relationship. Edit. Here's more. Fat box with images. Coconut. Thanks, you. Ben's Kenobi, or no thanks because I forgot about this one or never read it.
There was a story about a guy who was asked by his girlfriend to talk dirty to her in the bedroom but he didn't know how. Edit. Found it. What is the worst thing someone said to you during an UTM medium equals IOSAP and UTM name equals IOSSMF and context equals 3.
The greatest rickroll of all in UTM source equals share.
Colby 2012. Cumbox. The Jenny Saga. Gay Swans.
There was a story about how a diving location is one of the deadliest in the world. Op describes what happens when people go in there. The chilliest part is the last line, which goes something like, "You have died in clear waters of calm seas in under 4 minutes." I'll try to dig up the post. Edit. Found it. It was actually a comment on a post.
That beep safe.
The Tale of Street Lamplamoose.
What tasty food would be disgusting if eaten over rice?
May your day be filled with joy and happiness. And please remember to subscribe to Upvote for the best quality content every day.